Hello, today I'm going to be presenting my statistics project on the article A Statistical Analysis of the Work of Bob Ross by Walt Hickey. So, in this article, we're given some background information about what Bob Ross did on his show, which he painted hundreds of paintings, about 381 to be exact. One thing to note about Ross's paintings is he loved nature, being that he grew up in Alaska, and that's what a lot of his paintings reflect. As you can see, we have lots of mountains, cabins. One thing to note about Ross's style is that he didn't really enjoy painting human or like people necessarily. He tended to focus on nature, being as that is what brought him happiness. So, from what I gathered with the information given, I decided to, or was curious on just how many of Bob Ross's paintings contained some form of snow or clouds. I forgot to mention that in the slide, but what we're looking at is snow or clouds. And being that clouds can come in multiple forms, I decided to include all the different types of clouds, whether it be cirrus or cumulonimbus, and I also included fog as clouds. So, out of the 381 paintings that Bob Ross painted, the article was able to give us different percentages on the different elements in his paintings, which I'll pull up right here. These are the paintings percentages of, we got everything like clouds, lakes, bushes, rocks, all the way down to bridges. And of those percentages, I chose to look at the data which dealt with snow and clouds. So for my hypothesis, the null would be that the painting does not include snow or clouds, and the alternate hypothesis is that the painting does include snow or clouds. So here are the painting statistics. Out of 301 total paintings, the chances for clouds to show up was 44%, snow-covered mountains was 26%, cumulus clouds was 21%, snow was 19%, a winter setting in general was 18%, cirrus clouds 7%, and fog at 6%. Now, the way I got these numbers here for like the 167, 99 is I took the percentage given in the article and multiplied that by the 381 paintings. Now, not all of these, or in fact none of these numbers for the paintings were whole numbers. I had to round down. I chose to round down because you can't have a like 1.5 of a painting, or like they're just, it's either you have one or you don't. It's a whole object. So I decided to round down for the sake of simplicity here. Now out of those numbers, I was able to gather a mean of 76.29 on average of how many of his paintings contained snow or clouds. The median being the middle number is 72. The mode, there was no repeated number here, so there's just no mode for this data sample. The range being 145 and a standard deviation of 48.86. Now, here's where I found a confidence interval. And if I read this correctly, so from our mean of 76.29 and a 95% confidence interval, we can say that we are 95% sure that at minimum there are 71.84 all the way up to 80.15 at a maximum for paintings to contain either snow or clouds, as the mean falls between these two numbers. We would probably have to round these down for again, you can't really have a fraction or a decimal of a painting, so we could say like 71 or round it up, but I prefer to round down. So 71, between 71 and 80 paintings. And what can we take from this information? So on average, 76 paintings can include some form of snow or clouds in the work of Bob Ross on his show. And the occurrences of specific snow and cloud forms were actually more than the actual sample size due to, and I'll go back to help explain that better. So, again, like, example, clouds, 167 of these total paintings contained clouds, but that's not to say that, let's say, a painting happened to have clouds, but it also might have had snow in it. Or snow-covered mountains with clouds, with snow on it. You get the idea. So, some of these percentages in paintings occurred more than once in some paintings. So, just keep in mind that the total of, like, all these different paintings from percentages will be more than the total of the paintings that Bob Ross actually created, because, again, some paintings contained more than one of these listed elements. So, the actual size of the paintings due to some paintings having more than one inclusion of a snow or cloud formation. And that is the end of my presentation. Thank you.